welcome back to my channel. I'm Katherine, and on this channel I share easy DIYs, home and encouraging messages through a creative form. And in this video, it's going to be a Christmas encouraging video. Every single year I try to be intentional about how I want to end the year with my Christmas videos. I created this Christmas video last year. I just wanted to bring even a little bit of hope into people's homes. I decided to call this video something along the lines of Christmas at Home, where we are going to be mainly focused on making memories and being intentional. And so there are going to be a wider range of things, from a festive food option to advent calendar idea, some holiday teas, unique way to display those Christmas cards without putting them on your refrigerator or throwing them away because you don't have no room for them, and so many more like Christmas festive slow down activity ideas. Whether you are spending the holiday by yourself or with family or in-laws or friends, however you spend your Christmas, I think you will be able to take something away from this video and make it a tradition inside of your own home. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you like it throughout, definitely give it a thumbs up, and please share this video, and don't forget to hit subscribe. So we are gonna jump right into this video. What you're gonna need to make the Christmas tree charcuterie board are water crackers. I went with the larger size, some prosciutto wrapped around mozzarella sticks, little hot dogs, provolone cheese, and some butter shortbread cookies. And to make it a little bit more festive, I got the star shape. To build the tree, let's start at the bottom, the base, by lining up some of the crackers, and I chose to layer mine so that I could add more. And don't worry about perfecting it right now. As you begin to build the tree and add foods, you're going to find yourself removing some of the food, adding and adjusting. Because prosciutto is so thin, you can easily rip it, roll it up in a cylinder shape, and apply it on top of the crackers. Start inwards to begin to build that triangle shape. And now take the circular provolone cheese and slice into individual squares. They do not have to be perfect, and you're going to place them above the prosciutto. Above the provolone cheese, you're gonna add some more crackers. And this is where I realized I should have went for the smaller water crackers like I usually do, but I'm gonna use what I have because the closer you get to the top of the tree, the narrower it gets. So I only had room for about 3 crackers. We're getting close to the top, y'all, so I'm adding these little smoky hot dogs. And I keep going back and forth because something just looks off to me. And I tried layering them, I tried lining them up, and it didn't look right. And so I went ahead and just added the stars at the top, you know, a star at the top of the tree. And then I proceeded to add the prosciutto wrapped around the mozzarella cheese at the bottom to make the bark of the tree. Y'all, you see how creative we're getting right now? And to make our tree look a little fancy, we're gonna embellish it with some actual greenery and old baby breath. And then I was like, no, something doesn't look right. So I take the smokies away, cut them up, and place them above the crackers again. And I was like, this is it. It needed some texture, some layering, something different. This will be a great activity with family and friends where everybody can pitch in and build a Christmas tree using cheese and crackers, and you can definitely go so much further. Every year I try to be more intentional about incorporating Jesus back into Christmas. I know I'm guilty of being so busy decorating, content creating, activities, events, and all this other stuff that I just don't slow down to spend that time with God or to even just reflect what Christmas is all about. With these calendars, you get like some type of symbol for Christmas to help you count down. I decided to turn this calendar into an advent calendar. So how I did that, create 25 cards and put Bible scriptures on them and or a line from a Christmas song. Cut them out, I mixed them up and just put them in there randomly. And instead of just using this tree to count down, December comes, we take out that card, read what it says, if it's a Bible scripture, and just reflect on what it means to us. And if it's a song, we sit and listen to it, worship. Really truly changes our day and our hearts. Today's the 8th, so I'm gonna move our Christmas tree over to the 8th, but I'm first gonna take out the card, and it's Matthew 11:29. For the 13th is joy to the world. So most likely I will find a song that has joy to the world, which ironically is one of the songs on Maverick City new Christmas album. And then when we're done with it, I put the card back in here, put the tree in front of it, and then the next day we do it all over. We do this all the way to the 25th. And do not be dismayed or discouraged. There is no race to get to the end of December. Even if there are 5 days or 3 days left in December, or you find yourself skipping some days, allergies, no worries. I still encourage you to partake in this celebration. You can definitely play around with this. So if you don't want to put all Bible scriptures or songs, you can mix in some activities as well. If you get started on your own advent calendar, I left a PDF down below in the description box with all the Bible verses and lines from songs that I am using in our home, or you can use it as a guide to help you get started. It's a really great tradition and a great way to just realign yourself with what Christmas is really about. You are loved or you have family and friends, most likely you are probably going to get a number of Christmas cards this year like you do every year. And you're probably thinking like, what am I supposed to do with this? Because you'd be like, oh, it's so cute. And then it goes on your refrigerator or it goes on your coffee table and you're done with it. So I had this really cool idea that y'all saw briefly in my last video to take my Christmas cards and actually hang them on our garland. In our case, our wall arch. All you're going to need for this is your postcard and a brown pen clip. Goes in the photo and you just add it to your garland. And as the Christmas cards are flowing in, I'm definitely hanging them up on our garland. And as everyone is gathering, whoever comes in with the Christmas card, you can have them pin it on the garland. Like we did for Thanksgiving, they were able to see their Christmas cards hanging up on our arch. So side note, I went back and exchanged the eucalyptus pine garland for the sprucing with the yellow tips, so now they're both the same, and I just love how it looks and hangs on the side of our wall. You're probably gonna get a Christmas card this year, so don't throw it away or push it aside. Hang it up on a garland. Not only is it unique, but it's a conversation starter and it's gonna look good. We cannot have a Christmas at home video without incorporating tea in here. I mean, tea is essential, and the coziness and warmth that you feel after drinking a cup of tea is incredible. And I drink tea every single morning. So I'm gonna be sharing my current favorite holiday teas. A couple of these are new, but they definitely made it to the list of my favorite holiday teas, and I'm gonna be sharing with you all, along with a rich brand of hot chocolate. Y'all don't know by now, this is by far my favorite holiday tea. I recently discovered it at the end of November. It's Sip and Be Merry. It's a black tea with vanilla, caramel, and cardamom. Instructions call for 1 bag for every 6 ounces of water, but I put 2 bags for 8 ounces of water because if you put 12, it's gonna water the drink down. And because it is a black tea, it is pretty strong and a little tart, so I love to add honey to sweeten it up. And you can stop here, but I'm gonna be adding frothed milk. It gives it that creamy brulee texture, and the caramel and vanilla is very evident. It's literally like Christmas in a cup. When you try it, you'll know exactly what I mean. And I love to pair my teas with some type of pastry, so these are mini cheese danishes. I am so happy to finally have tried a tea from Ivy's Tea Company. I got it while I was in New York, and it's part of her holiday tea collection. And the tea that I got is titled Litmus. And it has a malty flavor, very rich and savory. It basically tastes like raspberry to me, although orange peel and natural flavors are the ingredients. I'm using my incredible strainer because no tea leaves, no matter the size, will get through this. And it calls for 1 teaspoon for 8 ounces of water. I have noticed the less time that I steep this, the better it is, because black tea, if it's steeped too long, it definitely begins to taste bitter or tart. One of Ivy's tea motto is drink tea like an adult. So we are pulling out our saucer and the teacup today. And I always feel so fancy drinking tea this way. And the ingredients does call for 1 tablespoon for 8 ounces of water. But in an actual teacup, you can only have 6 ounces or less. I found myself pairing the butter shortbreads with this tea, and it tastes so delicious. The shortbread is the same cookie that I use as the star top for the charcuterie Christmas tree, and these pair really well with any type of tea, and they level each other out since the cookie isn't too sweet. And here's another tea option that I actually discovered at a restaurant. It's uncaffeinated, so you can drink it throughout the day. It's very creamy, and you can drink it on its own or with milk. Hot chocolate is such a staple, especially during the winter months. And this year, I decided to go for Starbucks peppermint hot chocolate, a drink that I typically would get from Starbucks during the colder months anyway. And so I was so happy to find it at H-E-B here in Texas. Because this is a rich specialty hot chocolate, you cannot drink this with water. You can only drink this with hot milk. And to dress up the hot chocolate, I'm adding the peppermint whipped cream and peppermint bites. And then we're both adding our marshmallow toppers. And here's a tip for y'all. If you have a bunch of people over for hot chocolate and tea, specifically for hot chocolate, buy different types of marshmallow toppers so that each person have a different one. So when they're looking for their cup, they know exactly which one is theirs. Should it be like clink the other way? Things that don't make it in the video. And think of this idea as a potluck for holiday drinks. As people are gathering, even after Christmas, leading into the new year, you can have a tea hot chocolate bar where everybody brings their own type of holiday drink. And that is a way to introduce it to people and try new drinks. So now that you have a cup of hot chocolate or tea, you can do one or the other or both. One of the options is have a movie night, play your favorite Christmas movie with Christmas cookies and popcorn and tea or hot chocolate. The other thing that my husband and I love to do, which we just started doing I think about a year or so ago, is going on Christmas walks where we see the lights in our neighborhood. But this year we flew to New York and had Christmas, and it was magical. And one of the things that we did was go on a light tour that was in Dyker's Heights, also known as Brooklyn. And it was a 3.5-hour tour. And y'all, these lights and Christmas decorations were larger than life. Felt like we walked right into a Christmas movie filmed in New York. I have never seen lights done up like that. Actually, where the idea of popcorn and hot chocolate came from. The tour was 3.5 hours and we were so hungry, and there was a food truck out selling popcorn, ice cream, and hot chocolate. And my husband got us hot chocolate and popcorn. I was like, this combo is amazing. Why have we never done this before? I recorded a little bit of this tour for you guys because I was like, I just have to show them when we get back home. I just have to. So here are some clips from our Christmas tour in Dyker Heights. For this video, y'all. So there you have it, Christmas at home, and so many fun ideas and traditions that you can definitely start in your family, in your friends group, at home. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and for being here and constantly supporting me and being so kind on this platform. This is our last video for the year. Merry Christmas, y'all. Happy holidays and Happy New Year. And as always, I will talk to y'all later. See you in the next year. I can't believe I'm even saying that.